Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday, starts out with one killing right off the bat. The part where New Line Cinema murdered the Paramount logo. With the previous Friday the 13th film underperforming at the box office, the series was moved from Paramount to New Line Cinema, only without the ability to use the Friday the 13th title. So the movie was titled Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. Spoiler alert! Jason could have found Jesus during his remaining moments. The original film's director, Shaun Cunningham, returned as producer, with directing credit going to Adam Marcus, and co-written by Dean Lorey, who would later go on to be a writer and producer on Arrested Development. Despite simply a producer credit, they could still use the tagline, "The creator of the first returns to bring you the last." It wasn't. As you can see by the box cover, which someone rudely drew all over, Jason is now a snake who is trapped in a burning building by a plot summary. I guess that makes just as much sense. The plot has to do with Jason's spirit being transferred from body to body in a quest to be reborn. This edition of a body-switching plotline upset some fans. And if you can't trust the continuity of a series about a woman avenging the death of her son, who turns out to be still alive, only to be killed and replaced by a paramedic, who in turn is replaced by evil Tommy Jarvis, which is quickly forgotten in favor of bringing back zombie Jason, who's then melted by toxic waste and turned into a dead child, then what continuity can you trust? If you want to find out how Jason made his way from New York to Crystal Lake, there is a comic book that connects the two movies. It's one page and it says he walked. Oh no, this lady made a huge mistake. She wants the set of the I Spit on Your Grave remake. That's all the way across the lake. This is actress stunt woman Julie Michaels, clearly put in the movie because Jason really wanted a regular Saturday night thing. I guess it's time for bed. Sure. It was important to take her clothes off. That summons Jason way earlier than expected. Once the nudity happened, Jason thought to himself, well, it's just one person. That's not as fun as a teen sex party, but I guess it'll do. But on the plus side, Jason Voorhees, your Camp Crystal Lake's 1 millionth visitor! Turns out this was an undercover agent who actually was luring the presence of Jason with her nudity. There could have been easier and less dangerous ways to find Jason, but would it have been as hilarious? Good job, assholes. Only took you about 30 fucking years. Excellent. Guess we can wrap all this up and go home. Can't say the title was a lie, I guess. Jason's body is taken to the nearest morgue all the way in Ohio. The twist is that he isn't really dead because look, Kane Hodder is right fucking there. Embarrassment is gonna strike when they realize they accidentally blew up Ken Tramer. If they did this autopsy in Texas, they could have had a fantastic barbecue with the Sawyer family. At the end of the day, though, this Friday the 13th movie is a romance. Actually, that's the sign that it's lunch break. You may be wondering why this is happening. Look, it was either eat the heart or eat one of those McDonald's premium wraps. He made the right call. On the plus side, this is the far superior sequel to The Hidden. He could have just hopped into his own body. He's standing right outside the door. Ooh, did someone bring quarter pounders? Now that I could get behind.
Hey, fuck. How you doing, you fat-ass, maggoty, blown-up fuck?
The Jason I know totally would have let that guy go had he not insulted him. But Jason does not stand for name-calling.
Jason gonna be getting up and walking around anytime soon?
We really nailed that fucker.
Oh, you thought I was kidding? He was about to walk away until those guys insulted him. And trust me, they're way dead, as we see on the nightly snuff film hour. Hey kids, pull up a chair. It's dead bodies in prime time. There's only one person who can stop Jason, Creighton Duke, played by Stephen Williams.
Jason Voorhees.
Well, that makes me think of a little girl in a pink dress, sticking a hot dog through a donut.
This is the greatest character the series has ever had! Host Robert Campbell is willing to pay Duke's bounty to bring in Jason. They need another dead body to show during sweeps. And like every town, the loss of a serial killer means big business. There's Jason sales, hockey mask burgers, and Jason's sister is one of the waitresses. I'm sure this menu isn't awkward.
I'll take a Voorhees burger and a side of Jason fingers.
This is the greatest restaurant since Waco, Texas's all David Koresh themed restaurant. I'll take the garden salad with the Ranch Davidian dressing. Duke needs her help, and he's totally going about it the right way.
That's my lady you're talking about. Well, now, see, she is only your lady because she ain't had a taste of the Duke yet. What?
The Duke of Crystal Lake A#1 doesn't have quite the same ring as the Duke of New York, but that would imply that this series spent a lot of time in New York. Diana confides in her son-in-law Stephen, which makes a lot of sense. He's played by John D. LeMay from the Friday the 13th series. Stephen is the top-billed hero of the film, and I like the fact that the geeky guy who would normally be killed in the second reel is given his time to shine. It makes me think that I would survive a slasher film. And since he knows he's gonna survive, it's okay to pick up hitchhikers.
Planning on smoking a little dope, having a little premarital sex, and getting slaughtered?
Oh, does that offend you? Here, have a Voorhees burger. Since at least one of these campers isn't having sex, clearly that means we have another survivor in the film. And by that I mean her flannel. I see no rips or tears. Sure, this plotline is one instance where Jason does have better things to do, but hey, two people fucking. I've heard of period sex, but this is ridiculous! Jason doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter if you're a young, hot couple or this couple, you're fucking dead. And that lady's pillow head is dead too. Thankfully, the movie never gets too weird. What? Well, it's about time Friday the 13th had its own Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Jason is proving that once you go black, you can go back, but there ain't no way in hell I'm coming back with that stupid mustache. Diana's daughter Jessica is currently estranged from Stephen, and what's this? She's dating snuff film TV host Robert Campbell? Jason is after his own sister because the only way he can be reborn is through his own relatives. That is, if he can get a Brazilian wax first. You can always tell a Jason by their big black giraffe tongue. Stephen's arrived in time, but there's no way they're gonna kill the sister. We just met her. Oh my god, is this what I look like? I'm a fucking monster! Clearly this means that Stephen is the killer. Or he just gets arrested because he's rooting for the wrong sports team. Luckily, while in jail, Truck Turner's equally as cool brother can fill him in on the information for a small price.
Oh, fuck! Oh, jeez!
And that's for Pris and Leon. Now to dive deep into the files of how the fuck does he know this?
The only way to kill Jason Voorhees is to destroy his heart. And there's only one person can do that now that Diana's dead. Her daughter.
Okay, just because you read that on Wikipedia doesn't mean it's true. This seems like an awful lot of trouble just to kill Jason. Why don't you just blow him up again? Only don't eat the heart this time. Anyways, we got a business to run. Leslie Jordan didn't go undercover as a straight man for nothing. Again with the overkill. I don't think Tom and Roseanne are going anywhere near your roles. They're busy in another franchise's fate conclusion. Sure, this is a sweet moment where Steven is seeing his baby for the first time, but is anyone on the news gonna run a eulogy for George Washington Duke? And now it's off to the Voorhees house. And it's fucking haunted! This place may have housed a serial killer, but they do have a kick-ass collection of Evil Dead memorabilia. Steven is interrupted by Bill O'Reilly with looks. Turns out he's dating Jessica simply so he can get a story, and I thought I could trust a man who shows fresh corpses on network television.
Well, last night, I stole Diana's body and I hid it here in the closet. And then I went home and fucked her daughter.
I still like him better than Hannity. Doesn't take long for this to happen, and the best part is, he doesn't have a mustache to shave, and we do find out what happens once Jason leaves his former body host. Ooh, transfer from one body to another and get a free bowl of soup. Steven finds the nearest woman taking a shower. It's sure to lure Jason. It's just a coincidence that it's also Jason's niece. His dying wish was to have his death broadcast on television. Now it's Steven's turn to tell the audience what's up.
It can't be bargained with, it can't be reasoned with, and it absolutely will not stop. Ever. Until you are dead.
And then they kill Jason, and the movie ends.
Fucking psycho, you killed my mother! You think I'd let you near my baby? Ow.
Again, I appreciate seeing what would happen if I were the lead. Sure, the cop could let him go, but he talked to Duke, and he's gonna need to break 2 more fingers.
You want me to cuff you? What makes you think you can? I got a gun. Fuck that. I got a gun.
Stop having likable characters, movie. You're a 90s slasher film. All your characters are supposed to be insufferable. Jason beats the creeper by 2 minutes to stampede the police station. Where is our hero? Hell yes, I am badass in this movie. Jason's been waiting to practice this move. He was watching a lot of Three Stooges when he was in the cop's body. Unfortunately, the honeymoon killers won't let them near the baby, probably because it's tomorrow's breakfast special. Although it's about time Jason came by to try out his own burger. And to cure that guy's carpal tunnel. They're preparing another burger called the Southern Fried Beverly Leslie. Just another Saturday at Amberjack Ale House. I'm impressed by some of the action here. They give multiple characters a chance for a badass pose, even if it's short-lived. Damn, and they were gonna use her head as a champagne bottle when Jessica and Steven got remarried. As Steven marvels at how much more stylish this film is than the last entry, Jessica finds her baby at the Voorhees house with Dukamite.
You don't need me for that.
Yes, I do.
That doesn't belong in a Friday the 13th movie. A Carrie White ripoff who hangs Jason with an electrical cord with her mind. Now that belongs in a Friday the 13th film. Duke's obsession makes a lot more sense when you realize that in a previous draft, he vowed to destroy Jason after Jason killed his girlfriend. That adds to the character. Best leave it out. Here's an exclusive clip.
I'm gonna catch that sucker.
I've been waiting years for this. An adult Jason being able to say his first words on camera.
Freeze! Get the hell away from her, Ed!
Huh? I've been waiting decades to hear Jason say, "Freeze, get the hell away from her, Ed." I feel like I should apologize to Michael Myers for his line in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Slicing open Jason's neck instantly reveals the Jason infection. If your neck is full of sauerkraut, you may be a Jason.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Okay, now it's getting far-fetched. Oh, and it doesn't need a live body to be reborn.
Duke, that thing's in the basement with Jessica's mother.
Sure. Wait, if Jason's sister's body was there all this time, why didn't he just... whatever, the death scenes are pretty cool. We got a pretty badass design for Jason, might as well have him come back for the remaining minutes of the movie. They spent all their money on the special effects, but none on the fake baby budget. Hurry, you better get that to the American Sniper set as soon as you're finished. Duke, don't fail me now!
Son of a bitch, you remember me?
That line would have been much more meaningful if you kept in his backstory. Don't worry about Duke, he actually faked his death so he could open up links. Are you sure you can't just defeat him with a kick to the balls? I wish you would! As they destroy props left over from the birds, I am disappointed we don't get to see Jason's face this time around. That's a trademark for these movies, and this doesn't count. Not to mention, as the Friday the 13th game has shown us, it could have been a cool design. But whatever, send him to hell or something. I guess Wikipedia was right. Good, now just don't eat the heart this time. And destroy his mask while you're at it. Apparently that can possess people too. Oh sure, start punching the man once he's already defeated. Admittedly, that is what I would do too. Wait, he's going to heaven? He did find Jesus after all! Just kidding, he's getting pulled down to the set of the latest Estes Perkle movie. So, hell exists? I guess we better turn our lives around immediately. And they're off to break the news to Creighton Duke's sister, Foxy Brown. And there were never any other Friday the 13th movies ever again. Holy shit, it's Sharpan Joe! Jason Goes to Hell performed about as well as the previous entry. It wasn't a runaway success, but it technically made a profit, bringing in $15 million against a $3 million budget. The ending obviously foreshadows a Freddy vs. Jason film, which did come out 10 years later, but went through such development hell that another Jason movie was made between the two films, Jason X. Why did this movie give me such likable characters, a good style, and over-the-top special effects? I'm supposed to be pissed off that it introduced a body-changing plotline. And if that pisses you off, wait till the next entry, where Jason goes up into outer space! It serves him right for putting the word final in the title. As Friday the 13th, the final chapter taught us, a conclusion is just sequel baiting.
In my professional opinion, this guy's dead in shit.
Alright, you want to see more Cinema Snob episodes? Do you like movie reviews from people in cars? How about animated cat detectives? Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/StonedGremlinProductions. Follow us on Twitter at The Cinema Snob, or check out our homepage at thecinemasnob.com. And you guessed correctly, I am a little drunk.